Welcome back to Odom's Homestead down here in Zone 7A, Tennessee. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Just gonna show y'all what's going on. Had a little, excuse me, I'll let this truck go by. Had a little unfortunate circumstance. Had a problem with the neighbor's dog, so now we got a fence in the whole yard. I'm gonna show y'all what's going on with that, and come to find out, the stakes weren't in the right spot. So fig row, nectarines, it's about a foot over past my property line. So all the figs have been moved off of fig row, and yeah, I'm just gonna show y'all how it's looking. All my figs have been put inside the greenhouse in ground. I just take the top off of that in the summertime. Yeah, they probably gonna suffer. Probably ain't gonna get many figs this year, but it is what it is. You know, take the good with the bad. But let's get on with the video. And this is how it's going. You can see new garden beds. You know, I already done ran up on 2 snakes already this year. Get blueberries starting to pop off. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit too much. Yeah, blueberries starting to pop off. Moved, this is a bush apricot. Bush apricot was moved up here. You know, here's some of the blueberries, you know, they starting to pop. They starting to pop off, looking pretty good. My wife, tulips. It's another blueberry. These blueberries, they popping off. It's that first being cherry, put it in the ground. Second one is right there. Grapevines, really haven't paid attention to them. Really? Yeah. Look like they about ready to start popping. You know, that is really not a good thing. Cause my last frost date is what? April 15th. April 15th. Blueberries, they'll be fine. If they get hit by frost, they'll be fine. Move this gooseberry, the big one. Move the other one, the little one here. You know, that's that other being cherry. That's a fig that I planted there last year. I don't forget what variety that one was. You know, and that's Italian honey. And then that's that Texas Everbearing. That's a Concord grape. This is a Concord grape. It's another Concord grape. My pink cherry. My wife Rose is starting to show out. That one is. This one looking terrible. Don't know why. My granddaughter dwarf catters ain't did nothing yet. Them Nat King cherries though, they starting to pop off too. They starting to pop off too. It's that Carlos Muscadine. Look at this Nat King cherry. It's already trying to bloom. It's already trying to bloom. Understory of Whopper strawberries. This right here is a Niagara grape. It's 2 of them. This one was from a cutting last year. And that's the main one right there, which I cut her back heavy. Cut her back heavy. So I'm looking for her to show up and show out this year, along with these Nat King cherries. Yeah, and I moved my 5-in-1 plum here behind blueberry row. You know, it's that blue Dobson plum I just planted. That's that red Haven peach I just planted. You know, some Musu Bayou bananas trying to come back. My violet Day Bordeaux. My blackberries. Yeah, and you can say that was fig row. That was fig row. Yeah, things happen. You know, we take the good with the bad. It ain't gonna stop me from growing. It's probably gonna set my figs back this year because I had to cut a lot of the roots. You know, most of my figs been in the ground 4 and 5 years now. So yeah. And they have some big roots. But them blueberries is on and popping. Blueberries starting to pop out. And another thing, reason why I see that blueberry bush right there, neighbor's dog broke it. Yeah. Neighbor's dog broke it. The banana I was worried about the most, that Musul Kuminatus, look, green coming back. White flowers popping off. Alberta peach, big as she is, she's popping off. And all my stone fruit, all of them will have to be moved. And I will do that this fall. He said I can leave them there. He didn't care about that, but I'm gonna move them. They struggle. You can see there's Bella Georgia. She is looking lovely. Just popping off everywhere, popping off. And I hate them, and that's why I'm not moving them now, because they starting to bloom out. Even though it's early, they starting to bloom out. A little red nectarine, on and popping. Garlic understory, popping up everywhere. You know, my oregano, yeah, they popping off. I'm gonna have to move that too. Yeah. Raspberries, we'll be moving those. Some more garlic. Bananas back there, Carolina Kings. Yeah. Raspberries starting to pop off too. I'll wait till fall and I'll move those. Man, I might not even move the raspberries. I might just bend them over the fence. That'd be alright. My little flying dragon, something bit it in half right there. And blue passion fruit vine has not came back yet. I won't move those either. I think I'll just bend those over the fence. Because it's so close to the property line. He said he ain't worried about it. So I think I'll just bend them over the fence. But all my fruit trees will be moved this fall. And look, this big red one, it has not did nothing yet. It's looking terrible, y'all. Looking terrible. I don't know about her. I might have to end up replacing her anyway. Some of that garlic popping up is looking pretty lovely. You see, it's where my Cadota was. Then I had brown turkey here. Then I had that Cialis. Then I had Hugo, which is that Beers Black. Then I had that LSU Purple. You know, the Beast. Then an Olympian. No, I'll take it back. In between Hugo and the Beast was that White Marcellus. And then right beside the Beast was that Olympian, which should have been called the Beast by the size of her fruit and figs she was producing. She should have been the Beast. Now I got some onions planted over here in this bed here, which was some weeds that just blew off top where I've been trying to cover it. I'm gonna cover this remaining area here with some wood, some more cardboard and some wood chips, and yeah, have more garden space. This right here I'm probably gonna use to grow tomatoes. I might have tomatoes and right here, I don't know, maybe potatoes, something. We'll put something in the ground right there. We ain't gonna waste no space. Chicken run. And off inside here is the new fig row. Yeah, new fig row. And this greenhouse didn't work out nowhere near like I thought it would, but hey, that's life. Not everything goes our way, but we shall continue to push on, move forward. You see some of my collards is coming up. Been pretty warm here. We broke record temperatures like 2 days in a row last week. I got to get this fenced off too. I'm gonna fence off my garden spots and my garden boxes. Yes, man. There's been one thing after another here, boy. I'm telling you. You can see all this fence coming up, going up. Yeah, to tell you the truth, I haven't even been over here in Apple Tree Lane, Apple Tree Alley in a while. As you can see, my white flowers is coming up. Looks like we're gaining a little bit more space right here, so I'll probably end up, you know me, sheet mulching it in and utilizing it to grow something. Some raspberries I transplanted last year into this pot. Look like they might be trying to leaf out. Might put them somewhere else. Yeah, pot's coming up a banana. That's a blackberry right there. My first apple tree is at Arkansas Black. Then coming up, it's Red Delicious. You know, deer ate down my crab apple here. Looking good. Little apple back there, which is gonna turn out to be I think it's gonna be a crab apple too, seed grown seed grown apple that I grew from seed, which is gonna be called the Odom's apple. And that's that pomegranate, dwarf pomegranate, wonderful pomegranate I purchased last spring, beginning of last spring. So look like it's still alive. So hey, it's a Gala apple here. This one right here is Golden Delicious. More understory, you see some more garlic coming up everywhere. That's my wife Rosa Sharon. And I forgot what those flowers were. This right here is my Granny Smith. Understory herbs. That lemon balm, see it's harder than my zone. It come back. I wasn't for sure about that. I knew the oregano was. I gotta get in here and clean all this up. That thyme back there is going into its 6th season. You see, it still got a lot of growth, but it's got to be cleaned up. Sage, it don't look too hot, but it might come back. I'll give it a little time. We'll see. Rosemary looks like it's finna start butting back out. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it's going on its 2nd season in the ground. That back there is my Fuyu persimmon. It didn't leaf out at all last year, y'all. But it was still green. I did a scratch test on it. So I don't know what's up with that. And this is my Honeycrisp apple going into its 3rd season in the ground here. And this Granny Smith apple is going into its 2nd season in the ground here. Golden Delicious going into his 3rd season in the ground. New Gala apple planted last fall. The pomegranate was planted at the beginning of last spring. The Red Delicious was planted at the beginning of last spring. The Arkansas Black was planted at the fall of last spring. Fall of last year. Let's come up here and look at the pears. This first one up is that Kiefer pear. That's looking pretty good, going into its 4th season here. It's not budded yet. When these, see this pineapple pear, it always buds early. It always flowers out early. If it flowers, it's going into its 3rd season, so maybe it'll flower and give me something this year. And this right here is a Mongolian, however you want to say it. It's the oldest pear I have. Going to its 5th season, I believe. And this is going into his 3rd season, I believe. Yeah, 3rd season, I believe. And this is a Bartlett pear. Oh yeah, they looking pretty good. Once they flower out, right before it rains on the flowers, I'll spray them with some copper fungicide. Why? Because that's most of the time when that fungus will get them, right when they flower out and it rains. That rain make that fungus active. So I try to hit them with some of that. Try to combat that a little bit. I know I don't really like to spray my trees, but hey, they my babies. I'm gonna take care of them just like I said like this. If one of my kids was sick, Would I take them to a doctor? Of course I would. So, you know what I'm saying? I done baby these since they was babies mostly, so am I going to take care of them? Of course I am. If they need to be sprayed, am I going to spray them? Of course I am. Of course I am. I try to go organic as I possibly can, though. I don't believe in using all them pesticides and all of that, but you got to take care of the babies. Yeah, that's what's going on. Still a while through winter. I still got a little while before winter, before everything officially start waking up and I can start putting stuff in the ground, the dirt. Actually, I got some Jersey cabbage, some air layers I got here, fig air layers, of course. Some Jersey cabbage I got going off in this box right here. They get a little bit bigger, I transport them out. Lost all my cabbage because of all this freak weather last. Usually I got cabbage heads at least about this big by now. But now, nothing. That's all I got. Starting over. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. That's what we got going on. One of my new, I'm hoping I can get it to root. This is a Desert King feed cutting. Really excited to see how that grow. Also got a, I don't have them out here, but I got a Panache Tiger Stripe, a Panache Tiger Stripe fig. And I also got a yellow long neck fig. So yeah, they'll be going inside that greenhouse too in the ground. So once I get that Desert King to root, yeah, I'm gonna run out of space inside there, but I have most of them in there besides two varieties and a few cuttings I already planted in the ground last year. I'm gonna leave them out there because they other varieties I already got. Might end up digging them up anyway and giving them away. Just didn't have nowhere to get them, put them, so I just stuck them in the garden just like these. This is a air layer. I think it's off of the Olympian. This is an air layer. I think it's off of either the Olympian or LSU purple. The tags wore off of them. Like what I had wrote on it with marker. Just did it real quick and never went back and tagged them. So yeah, so now I don't know what they are. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Oldham's Homestead, growing is my passion.